I'm Julia Chinelo, your out and about lady here in New Zealand. You are welcome to my YouTube channel tagged Coming to New Zealand. Basically what we discuss here is issue surrounding living here in New Zealand, coming over to New Zealand to study, or having a wonderful holiday here. Yeah, it's a good place for a holiday. So if you are yet to subscribe, please hit on the subscription button right away and subscribe, and giving us some thumbs up and comments will keep us rolling. And for my dear returning subscribers, a kiss from me to you. Okay, back to the topic of the day. So today I'm going to be talking about flight consideration, duration, and finally packing up your luggages to head to New Zealand. I know some of you will be wondering, is she also a flight organizer? No, I'm not, and I'm not planning to be one. But I just felt it's essential that I do a video on this topic, because often there are bits and pieces of information that are forgotten that ruins people's traveling experience coming over here. So that's what I'm going to be addressing in this video, so that you will have a smooth journey over here. So, however, for non-first timers coming to New Zealand, if it's not your first time, you are welcome to share your wonderful experiences, your awful ones as well, in the comment section, so that the first timers could pick one or two tips that would make their experience an amazing one. Nevertheless, the people that would benefit massively from this video are people that have got their flights sorted out, are looking at flight options and getting luggages all packed up. So don't get your luggages packed up or book your flight without watching this video. And if you know someone that is on that phase now, please share this video. The person need to watch it. Okay, I would start off with this question. Where are you residing? What country? What continent? For those of us in Asia, I will take China for example. It takes about 14 hours plus, tentatively, depending from which part of China you're thinking of from. And for those of us in Singapore, nearly 10 hours is what it takes by flight to come over here. And Dubai, it takes about 18 hours tentatively to fly from Dubai to New Zealand. We know Dubai is often the connection point for most flights, so 18 hours or thereabout. So if you're coming from Africa, when I was actually coming, I went through Dubai. I will use West Africa, Nigeria for example. From Nigeria to Dubai is about 7 hours or thereabout. Then from Dubai to New Zealand is nearly 19 hours. Right? I know, a whole day. So if you are in Antarctica continent, it takes about 8 hours plus, Europe 23 hours plus, North America 13 hours, and South America 15 hours plus. With the illustration above, I know you would have some sort of clue on how many hours you are likely to spend up there before making your way to New Zealand. So this will guide you in making certain decisions, such as if you would like to stop over in a country, connect via a country and have a 1 or 2 day rest before you carry on. And also you would work around things that will help you stay comfortable while you're out there, such as booking a nice position because it's a long way out, and also taking your novels or any other stuff that the airline allows so that you can use to keep yourself busy while up there. And also you can take your headdress, get one that will help you not to strain your head, not to strain your neck while sleeping or relaxing in the flight. And the second thing I would like to talk about is also linked to your comfort, dressing. I know it's not as if I'm telling you what to wear, but I think it's important you just go simple, wear something loose so that you will be comfortable. Flat shoes. Yeah, it's just about that. Okay, I would just go over to 2 important facts about New Zealand. Actually, the reason why I'm making this video. Number 1 is jet lag, or time zone change syndrome, or what in medical term is called desynchronosis. Yep, you know New Zealand is at the other end of the earth, and it is at about GMT 12 hours plus. And from scientific psychologists, we know that crossing time zones from 4 hours and above could get you knocked off by a jet lag. So it's good you are in the know of this, so that when you get knocked down by jet lag, you have an idea of what is happening to you. And just put the blame on your circadian rhythm. That is the internal body clock that regulates our body, that tells us when it is time to sleep and get up from bed. And it is just what it is. Most people that travel to New Zealand from continent outside Australia and above 4 or 5 hours time zone different often get jet lag. But there's nothing much you can do. But there is a tip that I think worked for me, and that could work for you. As soon as you land over here in New Zealand, just try to take an outdoor stroll. The essence of it is to get your body synchronized with the environment, and it will start settling and adapting so that you will get over jet lag the earliest your body system can. And the second fact that I want to be talking about is transit visa. Yeah, it is important to check if your nationality requires transit visa to pass via any route your flight is passing through. For example, there are so many countries that require transit visa to pass via Australia. And if your flight is passing via Australia, it can be frustrating because you could get drop off. That means they could stop you from boarding because of you don't have a transit visa to pass Australia and come to New Zealand. So always check, double check if the route your chosen flight is passing through needs you to get a transit visa so that you get that organized. And let's not forget, it doesn't really matter if you are coming over here as a permanent resident, because that doesn't get activated unless you land here. So the transit visa still applies to you while passing via Australia. If you're coming as a New Zealand resident, you need to get your transit visa sorted out. Yep. We'll now go over to the luggage content. There are list of commodities that are not allowed in here in New Zealand. So you will be given a biosecurity form to fill out in the flight. Please try as much as you can to fill that honestly and correctly. The customs over here in New Zealand are not joking about it. If there is something so precious that everyone here is always looking forward to preserve, is the luxurious environment and vegetation, and trust me, we wouldn't want anyone to ruin that. So the customs here are quite strict. So based on that, probably in our next video I would be dealing on commodities that are allowed here in New Zealand, so that the foodies among us would know how to package their local foodstuffs, so that could pass through. And I'll also try my best to get as much as I can, compile a list of things that are allowed in here and how to get them packed so that there won't be troubles. Still on luggages, the second thing I will be talking about is important that you double check and understand the luggage weight allocated to you. I could remember that the first time I traveled, the hand luggage is about 10 kg, and some flights would go as far as splitting the main luggage into two lots. They would say 50 kgs but 25 kg lots. So it is important you double check and get the accurate kg you're required to take, so that you don't lose out of your space, and also you don't get anxious in the airport when you are told to make some adjustments. And I would also highly recommend you weigh your luggages at home. So that is all about it today. I would see you sometime next week. Bye for now.